illusions and their trainings, that they saw many things may be resolved with their zikrs, their du'as, but freedom from fire can only come by the intercession and the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, and they saw it in their qalb. They saw the azab that everyone is due, everyone has a place reserved in Jahannam, and it's our duty to find this Divinely love to free ourselves from that abode and from that seat of punishment. And it's not by our deeds and it's not by our prayers, it's not by our zakat, it's all of the shahada, the salah, the zakah, the hajj, all of the usul and the principles of Islam were not the freedom from hellfire. Those that we did when we took our shahada, then we give our zakah, then we make our salah, then we go for our hajj, those were all supposed to make the character to be beatific and submissive. It wasn't the goal, it was a means that Allah gave for us to reach the King and submit, and to have that love to move in the presence. Means one who doesn't testify, how he is going to reach to the presence of Muhammadun Rasulullah? If the one day they're not giving zakah, not giving salah, not giving zakah, if he doesn't make salah, how he is going to reach to the presence? Means each of those principles of Islam, pillars of Islam, those are the pillars of Islam, they weren't the goal, they were the means in which to reach to the goal. So it's not the one who gives shahada, oh I reached, everything's fantastic now, I'm in paradise. But Allah said, by taking that shahada you're now one step closer to reaching my most beloved. When you give your salah and you begin to submit yourself to the will of Allah, you're now a second step closer to reaching to the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. As soon as you give yourself zakah and you want to purify, zaki is a purification. I want to purify my wealth, my possession, and I want to purify my soul. Now that you've been washed, you're now closer to go to the presence of Prophet. And as soon as they begin to make the Sawm of Ramadan, the fasting of Ramadan, it's the only act that they can do that Allah will grant them this level of purity and dress and the secrets of Isra wal Miraj. What we describe is these are all the haqqaiqs of a tasbih. Each bead has its immense reality, but when you put them together it shows you the reality of your approach to Muhammadun Rasulullah. He wants to give this immense station. How are you going to reach now this immense station? Allah says, the only way you can reach is don't do anything, abstain for my sake, because I'm the only one whom can dress you from these realities. I dress you with what no ear has heard, no angel has seen, nothing. There are no two that are similar of the dress that Allah wants to give, and then prescribe for us the fasting of Ramadan. Because all of these, some people feel that that's the gift, they stop at that, I'm somebody who fasts, that's it, I reached the highest level. No, the fasting was not something to be proud of, but was a gift from Allah that you're reaching now to the threshold of the presence. Because what is the next is hajj. So everyone's making the imitated hajj where $20,000 of tickets and hotels and whatever we have to do in life is the imitated hajj. But all of these usul, all of these pillars should have opened the real hijrah into the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad, that they testified to the oneness of Allah and that the gate and door is Sayyidina Muhammad, that they came into salah and they submitted themselves and prayed in the way of alif, ha, mim, dal, by imitating their master, their liege Lord, the one whom is the Imam for all creations and brings all creation into the presence of Allah. Because only thing in the presence of La ilaha illallah is not you, not me, not an angel, not anything but Muhammadun Rasulullah.